Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Johnson and Wales. Number 3, Emily Spies. Number 4, Hannah Green. Number 7, Mia Townsend. Number 9, Ashlyn Fleming. Number 12, Olivia Kiefer. Number 14, Aubrey Warren. Number 17, Kendall Eady. Number 21, Zay Absalom. Number 29, Libby Parcells. Number 30, Allison Bryman. And number 33, Jessica Ralph. The Wildcats are assisted by Matt Hisler, assisted by Dr. Benjamin Robinson, Sarah McHugh, Asmira Garcia, Mason Graham, and Nayeli Ballister. And now, the starting lineup for your Brevard College Tornadoes. Number 0, Abby Nunez. Number 3, Kiara Porcelli. Number 8, Olivia Guillermo. Number 11, Sophia De Pasquale. Number 17, Kinley Mosley. Number 18, Carissa Jenkins. Number 19, Michaela Zavekin. Number 22, Michaela Edwards. Number 27, Michaela Rubin. Number 28, M.K. Smoke. And number 33, Skylar Pettibone. The Tornadoes are led by head coach Juan Mascaro, assisted by Juan Mascaro Jr., Sally Riggin, Kayla Landman, and athletic trainer Megan Martinez. Fan, please rise if you are able and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Is there a conference game?
No. They're members of the Coast to Coast Conference.
What are their names? Johnson.
Johnson and Wales Wildcats.
Hello, everybody. Here we are for one more soccer game, the women's soccer. They are playing here today against the Wildcats on this kind of cloudy day here on the campus of Brevard College. Here next to me, I have Martin Moguel Aguilar. Martin, such a big pleasure to have you here.
Thank you very much, Mateus. The pleasure is mine. It's always nice being here next to you. And the best part about this great afternoons that Brevard is watching the women play. They have an incredible streak going on right now, and let's see, it's a non-conference match, so maybe that can ease off the tension a bit as they head up into the final part of the season, ready for the tournament.
Absolutely. It's another good day for the women's soccer to keep it up with the good streak that they're having so far. Also, Coach Juan Mascaro, he can try new things and make sure everything is ready for the next conference games. The season for the men's and for the women's, they're coming to the end, and definitely those games are good for the for the team to build it up even more confident, more plays, and more chemistry. Now, just waiting for the referee here to blow the whistle. Olivia Guillermo will have the kickoff here at Ives Level Family Field. We're really glad to have you here. It's a big pleasure to have you all. Your audience is really important for us. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and the game starts here. The women's soccer playing here today. Skylar. Skylar passes here to Kinley. Back to Skylar. Skylar plays with Sophia. We see Coach Juan Mascor putting a strong team, and doesn't matter if it's a conference game or not. That's definitely a really, really good team from the Tornadoes. All the starters, I would say, maybe one or two. But at that point of the season, they don't really have some starters. Sometimes Coach Juan Mascor plays with Carissa. Sometimes he plays with Julia, and that's how he does. Mac. Try that ball in the middle to Olivia. Porchetti fighting to get the ball back. Mac plays to Olivia. Great ball to Isvakan. Isvakan trying to pass to Olivia. Made a good pass. Olivia with some space. Try to play back with Isvakan. She tries to get the ball back. She got it. Pass to Ruben in the middle. Mac. Mac trying to find some space. Find Ruben. Isvakan puts the ball into the box to Kinley. That was a great touch. A little bit strong. Olivia Guillermo was there. The ball was strong. First appearance of the Tornadoes, Martin.
Yeah, no, it took them a minute of just passing the ball around, not taking any rush, and then eventually when they found the chance, they did the cross. For today's game, it will be very interesting because although the weather is really nice right now, a few hours before the game started, like an hour before, there was a lot of rain, so the pitch will be a bit wet, and that might make the ball maybe a bit more slippery. So we can see, for example, in this place, a ball being slippery and not exactly sticking to the player's cleats. So that might actually be very important, especially for the keepers, because a very good shot can not have the bounce that they expect or something like that. So let's see what happens and how that can affect the game.
Yes, absolutely, Martin. Absolutely. Let's see how it goes here. Trying that long ball with the midfielder of the Wildcats. Kinley. Kinley goes down everything. Plays here with Skylar. Skylar tried that long ball here to Carissa. Possession is going to stay with the Whitecats. Playing here with the number 29. Then play with Emily.
Yeah, no, the referee here stopping them a bit. I think that I don't even think he was aware of where the ball was going. But it will be interesting also to see how, as the game goes on and the Wildcats get a bit more comfortable with the field, see how they start proposing a bit of attack and that kind of stuff, because so far it's been understandably so only tornado ball going all the way from the back and then taking their time, because I think that's the most important thing that Tornadoes have. They have no rush to get to the other side. They know that keeping the ball is very important, very crucial to keep in control of the game. And then from there they see, for example, this cross, Michaela Robbins trying to go out. She's not able to go that high, but she's able to switch it very good up to Kinley Mosley.
Kinley tries that long ball here to Carissa on the right. Ball's going to stay with Emily. Emily trying to find someone. Carissa pressing hard again. And the ball's going to be here with Skylar. Mac resets everything with MK. Back again to Mike Edwards. And don't forget, tomorrow, the Portuguese broadcasting here at Ives Level Family Field, the men's soccer playing against a really strong team on Wednesday, knowing as tomorrow. Great game that's going to be played here at Ives Level Family Field. The simulcast is going to be going on. The game starts at 7 p.m. here, so we're going to be live in probably 10 minutes before the game starts. It's going to be nice to have you all here. Carissa fights for the ball. Robin in the middle. Robin passes to Mosley. Healing trying to find a pass. Pass to Skylar. Skylar to Carissa. Carissa is still fighting for the ball. She used her shoulder. Pass here to Skylar. MK with the ball. It's kind of different what's been going on the games, on the conference games. Normally, those conference games, they are more. The play sometimes they don't fluid very well. Sometimes it's being rusty. The players they get a little bit antsy with the ball. But today, I would say the players, as the game, it is an important game, but when it's a conference match, sometimes the players they get a little bit antsy with the ball and etc. Today they're being just trying to connect some good plays, and it's been good to see it so far. Sophia pass to MK. MK passes here again to Skylar, back to MK. Robin tries the first pass. Ball's gonna stay with the number 33 of the Whitecaps. So as we're getting here the names and the numbers to provide for you all, the players of the Whitecaps. It's been definitely kind of cold day, and looks like starts raining here. We can see really well synchronized all the players of the women's soccer team. They started to cover themselves with their jacket. You can see some fans as well here still on the standings. Let's see Michaela Zavakin on the left. Michaela has a great chance to Kinley. Almost the first goal of the match. Michaela Zavakin on the left. Always her on the left, being really dangerous. Try to cross the ball to Kinley Mosley, and that's going to be the first corner of the match. Michaela Rubin is going to take it. After here, great chance actually. Looks like the keeper touched the ball. Don't know if it was the keeper or the center back, but definitely saved the play. Let's see Rubin on the corner. That's a great ball to Skylar. The ball's going to go in. Oh, but Carissa shoots. And the ball is going to stay with the Whitecaps. Skylar resets everything with MK. MK is going to try to kick that ball. That's going to be a great ball to Olivia. Olivia is going to try to do that wall against the defender. Kinley Mosley shoots, and great save again from the keeper. Great keeper so far. She has been performing well. The keeper of the Whitecaps, Allison. With 37 minutes and 15 seconds left for the end of the first half here. A lot of gaming to go. Skylar today playing as a right back. We've seen her playing as a striker, right back, center back. Let's see Olivia Guilherme trying to cross it. She gets blocked. Another throwing right now for the Tornadoes with Skylar, number 33. Let's see if she's going to try to put that ball into the box. We've seen the Tornadoes doing that a lot in a lot of games. Skylar plays to Robin. Robin puts the ball into the box. That can be a great ball to Zavakin. Robin's going to fight again for the ball. Almost hit the hand of the player of the Whitecaps. That almost was a penalty. Great job by the Tornadoes here so far. Kinley Mosley, nice turn on the ball. Skylar tries that long ball. Didn't hit it really well. Actually, that maybe was a handball. Olivia Guilherme with a cross trying to find Zavakin. Zavakin still fights for the ball. She never gives up on any play. Zavakin shoots. And that's going to be, again, a goal kick for the Whitecaps. Martin, we've seen the Tornadoes normally doing what as how they do, pressing a lot, creating a lot of chances in the beginning of the games.
Yeah, no, it's pretty impressive how they don't let any ball go out. We saw an interesting. I'll leave it to you, Mateus.
Let me see that play because the Tornadoes, like we were saying, they press hard, and we never know when they're gonna steal the ball back. Let's see that play, and then I will give the word to you. Porcelli, that's a great ball to Carissa. Carissa tried to play back with Porcelli, not a great pass. Emily, go on, Martin.
Yeah, no, as I was saying, as you were saying, the way they press is very impressive because if you're not a team that has a great control of the ball, you might lose the ball very early in your own half, so that's very dangerous. And then once the Tornadoes have the ball, it's very hard to take the ball away from them because if they cross, they're gonna go for it until it's out of bounds. If they shoot, they're gonna make sure that the rebound is for them. And we have a player on both sides, Michaela Svekan on one side, Kinley Mosley on the other one, that are very, very dangerous. They can shoot, they can cross, they can do so many things, and you don't know how to defend against them. So we'll see how it goes. But even if you cover those two players, that the Tornadoes have still 9 players that are very, very dangerous. And here's one of the most dangerous things that Tornadoes have, which is the set pieces. And we have a player. We have several players, and especially Michaela Sveken's crosses are very good. So let's see what happens from here because they've been close to scoring. Still haven't scored, but with 10 minutes, we might see the first goal here.
Michaela Svekan with a great chance for the Tornadoes of Svekan with a great cross in the first post. Well done by the player of the Whitecaps getting the ball away, but the ball stays with Mac. Mac passes to Sophia. Sophia has a lot of space to think. She passes here with Skylar. Skylar to Porcelli. Back again to Skylar. Skylar tried that long ball to Olivia. The player of the Whitecaps. Actually, maybe she could have just seen the ball going out, but she decided to just kick the ball away. Another corner for the Tornadoes. Another great chance here at ice level. Family Field. The fans back home, definitely they are getting excited right now because the Tornadoes, they are really dangerous on corners. Michaela Rubin on the ball. Rubin. That's a really great cross to Skylar. And the ball goes over the post. Again, we've seen a cross like that before on that game, and just a couple of minutes after, Skylar, with a great cross from Michaela Rubin, puts that ball on the second post. Again, looks like it's something that the Tornadoes, they have been practicing. Again, the Tornadoes pressing hard. It's definitely hard for another team to play here. Here in a way as well. I've seen some games of the women's soccer team playing away. They play really, really hard as well, pressing really high. It's been tough for the opponents. Throwing right now. Thompson on the ball. Thompson tries the long ball. Ball's going to stay here in the middle with Emily. Emily tries to control the ball a little bit. Plays back again to Fleming. Fleming tries that long ball. Skylar just kicks away. Mac is going to try to avoid that ball, but she didn't. Throwing for the Whitecaps. MK resets everything with Abby. Abby passes here to Skylar. Skylar back again to MK. MK again is going to try that long ball. That was a great ball. Let's see if Kinley Mosley is going to get it. She's chasing the ball. She gets the ball back. Number 17 against the number 17. Edie against Kinley Mosley. The ball stays right now with Porcelli in the middle. Porcelli, she kind of lost the time, the correct time of the play. And it was a great chance for the player of the Whitecaps to just kick the ball away. With 31 minutes and 40 seconds left here for the end of the first half. It's been a great game. I would say maybe it's just an amount of time for the first goal to come out. Maybe for the Tornadoes, maybe for the Whitecaps, but definitely an opening game. Looks like both of the teams, they're not playing for a tie or just playing with, how we say in football, with a lot of bureaucracy. So they're just playing a game, a fair game. They just want to score goals and that's it. I don't think they're really worried about considered goals. So it's always interesting to see a game like that. Eddie on the ball. It is gonna try that long ball really far away. Kinley kicks the ball, hits the player. Absalom. Olivia trying to get at the ball. We see Rubbing already pressing it. Kinley. Kinley passes to Olivia. Olivia passed the first player. Great play by Olivia. Here with Kinley. Kinley to Porcelli. Porcelli protecting the ball. Using her body. And she gets the throw in. Skylar here on the right. Boy stay kind of bouncing in the middle. The players trying to get at the ball. Boy stays with Emily. Emily against Porcelli. Number 3 against number 3. Better for the Tornadoes 3. Porcelli gets the ball back. Skylar kicks to Olivia. Olivia plays to Kinley. Kinley tried to play back to Olivia. Just not a great pass. Maybe, I don't know, she could have just temporized more and wait for the right time to pass it. But it's actually impressive the amount of players, Martin, in the bench of the Tornadoes comparing to the other team, how that difference can affect on a game.
Yeah, no, it's very impressive. I don't know if that many players can make much of a difference because, as we can see, I think we've seen like the other games where the women's team where the other team doesn't have a lot of subs. But this time it helps a lot for the Tornadoes, especially on games like this that are non-conference, so that they can make a lot of subs and test out a lot of new possibilities to see what can happen, what they can bring, and more importantly, give rest to the players, as we know they have a very important game on the weekend against Southern Virginia for the for the top of the USA South Conference.
Perfect, Martin. And right now the Whitecaps, they have a throw-in. Trying to put the ball into the box. Skylar just pressing it. The ball stays alive. Pass here to Parshos. Parshos trying to get the ball against Porcelli. Porcelli fighting hard always for the ball. It became actually a UFC fight over there. Then the referee stops the play. It's also nice to see how... Now the referee called a foul. Did he? Yes, he did. He called a foul. Number 17, Edie, always taking the free kicks. Now the referee is going to set it up the ball. Looks like the ball is it's a little bit too close to the ball. I don't know. Now, yeah.
Yeah, there's the ref telling the wall to
now the referee is fixing
bring
the
it
wall.
back a bit. It's interesting to see 3 people on the wall. Normally that far away, you would put 1 person, 2 at most. But maybe they know something that we don't.
That's a great cross, really great cross. Abby Nunes was there to just hit the ball. And more impressively, she actually as well hit the player. Sofia de Pascual, kind of 50-50. But looks like Sofia is doing fine. Abby Nunes with the ball. Skylar against Absalom. Absalom against Skylar. Well done by Absalom, but the ball went out. It's going to be a throw-in right now for the Tornadoes with Skylar. Skylar tries to play back with Kinley. The ball went out. The referee called already. I would say, Martin, I mean, it's not a conference game, but the Tornadoes, they could be playing better. Don't you think that?
Yeah,
Connecting more passes. And
maybe they're a bit tired at times. Also, they're playing against a very good team. But yeah, I would say, as you said, it's a bit fortunate that this is not a USA South Conference game because the intensity has not been at the level they usually do. Not that it has been bad. It's just we're used to a bigger level from them. But at the same time, this might be like an indication from the coach to maybe do some subs, allow other players to come, especially you don't want to tire them out, especially in the middle of such an important season and with that tournament about to begin.
yeah, I wanna make a question, especially that you are a player for the men's soccer team. How is it? Let's actually do that after that free kick, because Abby Nunes is a great player taking free kicks. 55 yards away. Let's see. Abby Nunez on the ball. The ball is gonna go really further. Mac. Let's see that second ball. What's gonna happen? But how is it the mentality of a player to play a game that doesn't count like for the tournament and that is not really important with a game really important coming on the weekend? How is it the mindset for a player to trying to keep it up the that fire, that motivation? Do you think you don't go that hard to a game with how you used to go for a important game?
Yeah, no, of course, you know that there are more important, like there's a game more important than the weekend coming, but you still give it your 100% for the game that you're playing at that moment. That's what we have the situation for tomorrow. We play against Warren Wilson in a non-conference match, but then we play against Mary Baldwin for conference, but we still give our 100% on each game. And we understand that, hey, maybe, for example, for the game for tomorrow, if we know that we're not giving our 100%, maybe go out and let some of the players that are on the bench have their time, because that's what you need, especially players on the bench be able to go for you, manage your legs, manage yourself so that you're able to be 100% for the game that matters, that is this Saturday. And the same for them. They play against SVU. It's going to be a great game. Sadly, we won't have the pleasure to commentate it, but it will be a very good game. And so far, it'll be interesting because we're about to be 20 minutes into the first half. We see no signs of subs on either side, so we might be able to see these players play for a long while today.
Parcels. Sophia just kicks the ball away, trying to find Olivia. But it's going to stay here with Kinley Mosley. Kinley's trying to get the ball. That's going to be a throwing for the Tornadoes. But yeah, interesting. The Tornadoes, normally they score really fast. Today's been different for them, more hard. Another foul that the referee calls. I would say that's a good game to try new players, especially the players that they are not having a lot of play time, and can be good for them to try to build more confidence to those players. Also, when a game is like not that important as a conference game, normally those players they wanna prove to their coaches, and sometimes the game they get better. But yeah, it just feels different today. Also, I've been speaking a lot of Portuguese today, preparing myself for tomorrow, and my brain is kind of, I don't know, my brain is kind of bugging right now. And different atmosphere. I think we need a goal here, so the flow is gonna get better. Skylar. Skylar tried to pass here to Kinley.
Yeah, and as you said, Mateus, I think the atmosphere also plays an important role because normally we see the fans filling up the stadium, and of course we have a lot of fans. But with the rain, some people rather watch the game from their rooms, from their dorms, from their houses. But I feel like whenever the first goal comes, more will come with the Tornadoes, and at the same time, the atmosphere will get a bit better, I would say.
Yes, also the bench for the Tornadoes. Normally they are really loud, but today they're being a little bit quiet. Let's save that chance. Abby tries that long ball. She's trying to find Svekan. Svek is gonna fight for the second ball. The ball stays on the air. MK. That's gonna be a dangerous ball. MK and Abby. Well done by MK, just protecting the ball. Then Abby complains against the referee because the player of the Whitecats just pushed MK from the back. Abby Nunez with the goal kick. Abby kicks really further away, trying to find Kinley. I was going to stay here with Carissa. Carissa passes to Skylar. Back again to Carissa. Carissa to Sophia. Sophia finds Mac on the left. Mac passed the first player, tried to pass the second one, but well done by the player of the Whitecats. She got blocked. Sophia kicks the ball away again. Mac. Sophia tries a long ball There's a vacuum. We've seen the Tornadoes trying to find and trying to use those flanks a lot with Zvek, and let's see, that chance can be a great chance for the Tornadoes with Kinley. That would have been a great pass. Actually, there was a great pass from Olivia, but maybe Kinley, if she should have run earlier, maybe she could have catched the ball. But great chance from the Tornadoes here, Martin.
Yeah, no, this is exactly what we expected. We saw a lot of them, a lot of action in the first 5 minutes of the game, but then the game started to cool down a bit. It might be that Johnson and Wales were able to neutralize their attack very well, but this is the first time in a while that they have been attacking, so hopefully we see a bit more of that, as there's still 20 more minutes, and I feel like this might be a good time to start doing some subs, testing out what players can come up as super subs, and other than that, just change a bit of dynamic of the game.
Porcelli, great pass to Carissa. Carissa plays to Olivia. Olivia has well done, well finded. Chiara Porcelli has a great chance. Passes to Izavakian. Izavakian shoots, and great save right now from Allison. The 7th shot from the Tornadoes here on the game. 19 minutes and 50 seconds left here for the end of the first half. Carissa fighting for that ball. The ball's going to stay with Mac Edwards. Mac plays that ball back to Abby. Abby will have a lot of space. She chances sides here. Plays to Skylar. Skylar to Robin. She gets blocked. Emily. Ball's going to stay with Absalom. MK Smoke kicks the ball away. Olivia fighting for that second ball. The ball stays with the Whitecats. But they release the ball. Another throwing here with Skylar. But yeah, maybe now it's time for some subs. The Tornadoes, they have really good players on the bench. By the top of my head, Brennan, Katie Barton, Floyd, Addison, those players, they've been getting some playing time. Who else? Julia. So definitely it's time to put some of the players, to rotate some players. Let's see if Coach Juan Mascaro is going to do that, or maybe just wait for the second half. As normally in professional football, that's what we see. Normally the coaches, they wait until sometimes 15 minutes of the second half to change, but the chance here, they are unlimited. So maybe it would be good to see some new players, right? Whoa, what a great play by Emily. But then they just kicked the ball away. The flow is being interrupted a lot on that game, I would say. Not because of the referee or of the weather, etc. More because the players, they're not connecting really well. And Julia Niederman, number 13 right now, is on the sideline. Looks like Coach Juan Mascaro is going to start changing. Julia Niederman, probably she's going to go off for Carissa, Porcelli, or Ruben. Let's see who Coach Juan Mascaro is going to take it out. Mac. Mac plays to Carissa. Carissa plays back to Mac. Can be a great chance right now for a counterattack. The Whitecats are coming closer to the goal of the Tornadoes. But Mac Edwards was there. Also a really good player. Freshman actually playing a lot of games, is starting the games. Really solid left back. Mac Edwards, really athletic. She runs a lot all the time on a game. Olivia tries that long ball to Kinley. Almost got it to her. Kinley still fights for the ball. The referee called a foul, which I don't think it was. But now probably it's going to be the time for the sub. No, the referee doesn't want to authorize right now. But I don't know if that was a foul then. My opinion was it was a clear tackle by Kinley. 16 minutes and 45 seconds left for the end of the first half here. Coach Juan Mascaro trying to change a little bit to see if the Tornadoes can score their first goal, here on that game against the Whitecats from Charlotte. Sophia. I was going to stay with MK. I was getting the last ball. MK always covering Sophia. That is something we're seeing a lot here. Porcelli, great ball here to the right. Kenny tries that long ball to Olivia. Ball's gonna stay here with Kinley again. Kinley pass to Skylar. Skylar tried to find Porcelli, but the ball's gonna stay with Robin in the middle. Robin tries that pass between the lines to his Vacan. Well done by the defensive players of the Whitecats. And Julia Newman is still standing here on the sideline, waiting for her time, maybe getting a little bit cold. Kinley pass to Porcelli. Well done by Porcelli. Porcelli has Kinley Mosley here on the right. That can be a great chance for the Tornado. That's a great ball to his Vacan, but she didn't hit really well. The ball actually was a strong cross. Nothing that she could do different. But well done by the Tornadoes. Great moment from the Tornadoes right now, connecting some great passes between the lines, finding the wingers. That's normally how the Tornadoes play. Julian Newman is still here waiting and maybe getting a little bit anxious to get on the field. Izavacan, she turns on the post. Izavacan getting closer to the box. Izavacan past the first player. She tries to, I don't know if that was a cross or a shot, but I don't know, maybe her intention was to cross it. Not well executed. 14 minutes and 45 seconds left for the end of the first half.
And I would like to say maybe we see another player getting subbed in because we saw Julia being about to go in like 3 minutes ago. We see that Jensen and Wales are putting 2 players to warm up as well. So not a lot of time will be for more subs later in the first half. So let's see what happens. But as of right now, the ball is still not out. So Julia still will have to wait a bit more so she can come in.
And the ball went out. Kenny Mosley tried to make a pass. Probably the referee's going to authorize now the sub. Carissa Jenkins coming out. And Julia Newman, number 13. We've seen that a lot, that sub, especially Carissa coming out for Julia. You see Coach Juan Mascaro giving her a high five. Now he changed just for a little punch. And that's it. Carissa Jenkins getting some playing time. Let's see that play first with Zavacan. Oh my days, there would have been a great chance. Crucial, really important tackle by the player of the Whitecats. Was going to stay here with Skylar. Also number 22 for the Whitecats getting ready to come in, Gina Mary. Also number 20, Jessica Garban. And number 2, Isabelle Gonzalez. 3 subs right now.
Checking in for the Wildcats, number 2, Issa Gonzalez, number 20, Jess Garman, number 22, Gina Rumschlag.
But I think if the first half, if it's finished like that, probably it's gonna be the first time that is the Tornadoes are gonna play in a half and they're not gonna score a goal. So definitely something that we have not seen that season. They tried that long ball. The ball's gonna stay with Zavacan. When she has space, she's really, really dangerous. Is Vacan getting closer to the middle? Pass to Robin. The ball is going to stay with Addison. It was a great intention by Zavacan, but the pass went kind of behind it. Robin, which made difficult for her. 12 minutes left for the end of the match here. Julia pass to Zavacan. Zavacan gives that ball to Olivia. Robin. Great ball to Olivia. Olivia resets everything with Julia. Julia passed the ball to Skylar here. Skylar's going to try that long ball into the box. Mac trying to fight for the ball, trying to get that ball. Mac out of position right now. Olivia, nice throw by Olivia. And Olivia's going to go for the 1v1. She passed to Kinley. Kinley didn't get the ball. But Olivia already pressing hard again. Another throwing for the Tornadoes here with Skylar. 9 shots against 2 shots from the Whitecats. Definitely the Tornadoes, they're playing a better game, but not easy to penetrate that defense of the Wildcats. Definitely they're playing a tough game, a solid game. Let's see how long that score is gonna last. Zavakan, she will have a great chance to shoot it. That's gonna be a dangerous shot. It goes over. Goal kick right now for the Wildcats. The 10th shot of the Tornadoes in that first half here. And 1 sub from the Tornadoes and 3 subs from the Whitecaps. Looks like Coach Juan Mascaro still want to extract more from those players who are the starters on the field. Trying to score the first goal, then the other players that can come in can have more confidence to perform well. Mac. Mac plays to Olivia. Olivia plays to Mac. Olivia passes back again to Sophia. Sophia to Abby. Abby stays with the ball. Takes it. Tries that long ball to Olivia. Porcelli. Nice triangulation. Porcelli, Mac, and Julia. Also interesting how Julia can hold the ball really well on the midfield. It's really hard to get the ball away from her. Let's see, it's Zavakan trying to make some progress. The touch was not really good. Another goal kick for the Whitecaps. Martin, last minutes of the first half.
Yeah, no, we're about to go into the halftime, and it's impressive to see that for the first time the Tornadoes might go into halftime without them scoring a goal. I don't remember seeing that this season, so it'll be interesting seeing what the halftime talk is gonna be, and also the subs. Only using 1 sub on a non-conference match is something I would say maybe should change in the second half. But other than that, for Johnson and Wales, it has worked pretty well to have 5 on the back, because it neutralizes completely the wing side. Because if Michaela Zvek or Kinley Mosley are able to go past, wow, very nice play by Michaela Robin. But if they're able to play it, for example, like this, there's a lot of players going to be waiting. So if you get past one, you still have to face 2 more. And that has been very good from Johnson and Wales to neutralize the Tornado attack. So we'll see, maybe they even change the formation, not only player by player, but also the formation. But at the same time, they don't have much attack, the Wildcats. So it seems like it might be a pretty defensive game by them. Let's see if the Tornadoes are able to score. And if not, what did Coach Juan Mascaro makes? What substitutions did he make? Or modifications? He might even modify just the formation. And from there we'll see, because with 8 minutes and 10 shots, we might see 2 more shots, maybe 3. But I would like to see them test the keeper, because there are only been 4 saves. So let's see what the Tornadoes can do.
Emily. Played back. Ball stays here with Kinley. Kinley's going to go for the 1v1. The ball went out. I would say also Kinley is kind of... I think she's not having a really great season as she had last season. I mean, she was the Rookie of the Year. So it's kind of hard to maintain the same level. But definitely he's kind of playing under her quality, I would say. Maybe it's just a game, but we've seen Kinley Mosley performing better, I would say, last season.
And these are the chances that Tornadoes need to take advantage of. Free kick from a very good distance for what we're used to from Abby Nunez. So let's see what happens. Skylar there is asking the coach if she should go up. And the coach says yeah, so we'll see. It'll probably be a cross because of the distance. But let's see what happens here.
Abby Nunez with a great chance right now for the Tornadoes on a free kick. Abby Nunez, goalkeeper who takes a lot of free kicks. Abby Nunez on the ball. She shoots really strong. Abby, that's a great ball into the first post, but nobody was there to just finish it and put the ball in the back of the net. Edison gives a weird shot, actually. A low-driving shot. The ball's going to stay with Zavakan. Now Zavakan is going to try to use the flanks. Zavakan stays with the ball. Resets everything with Julia. Julia plays with the keeper Abby Nunez. Passes here to Skylar. Also the intensity of the game is being a little bit under of the Tornadoes' pace. Let's see Skylar fighting for the ball. She gets the ball back. MK kicks the ball away. Ball stays with Olivia. Now is the time to put the ball on the grass, connect some good passes. Julia kicks the ball away. Ball stays with Olivia. Olivia back to Kinley. That's what the Tornadoes are missing. I think Julia kind of precipitated herself right now. Just kick the ball away. Stay a little bit with the ball. They have good midfielders trying to use the mid, trying to use the wingers, and then when you get closer to the goal, you shoot. But those kickaways, those just long balls, I think make the players of the Tornadoes a little bit tired. So they need that ball on the ground so they can connect good passes. Technically, they are a better team, right, Martin? So definitely that can be the way.
Yeah, now they're a much better team, but again, the formation that Johnson Wills has used has completely neutralized them, especially, as you said, Kinley Mosley and Michaela Svecken. Let's see what can change. But so far, I don't see the Wildcats doing a lot of changes, a lot of substitutions, because it has worked for them. And as we saw, they just put in 2 strikers, so they might try to go in the final minutes, just try to see if they can find a counterattack or something where they can attack the Tornadoes, as they've only had 2 shots for Avi Nunez. It's been a very peaceful day with only 1 save. But so far, it's working for the Wildcats. That's what they want. They're going to make the Tornadoes go to the halftime with 0 goals, which I would say it's pretty interesting. And then from there also, lack of substitutions. It's a bit weird to see on a non-conference match like this one.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left for the Tornadoes to try to score their first goal in the first half here. Skylar with the ball. She had Julia, but she decided to play with Olivia in an area that didn't have a lot of space. Robin trying to get the ball. Ball stays with Olivia. Olivia will have a great chance to cross it. Olivia with a cross, and that looks like was a handball from here. The play is still happening. Kinley.
Yeah, and not just to you, Mateus. From here, it was a pretty clear handball. Yeah, the player had it a bit close to the body, but not close enough to be considered part of the body. It was an extension of her body, and with the ball going in the distance it had all the qualifications for it to be a penalty. And again, for the Tornadoes, it wouldn't have been the prettiest of goals, a penalty goal, but a goal is a goal, and I think that's pretty much needed. Very questionable decision, but the referee said it like that, so we respect that decision. But let's see what the Tornadoes can do with 3 minutes left. Maybe try shooting a bit more. But you can hear the fans starting to get already a bit energetic, as they also believed it was a handball.
3 minutes left for the end of the first half here. Robin plays that ball to Sophia. Sophia plays here with Skylar. Skylar tries that long ball to Olivia. Nice turn by the player, number 29, Parcels. She lost the ball. Ball's going to stay with Kinley. Another wrong pass from the Tornadoes here.
Also, before halftime, a special thank you to everybody that's watching the game on YouTube and commenting. Thank you to Jens Vecken, Petra Guillermo, and Dave Running.
Let's see first, Martin, that chance with Porcelli. That was a great save by the player from the Whitecats. Porcelli had a great chance with her right foot. Nice save. Almost the first goal of the game. And then I'll give you the word, Martin. But now that's the time for a counterattack. Mac Edwards was there.
But again, yeah, thank you, Dave Running, Petra Guillermo, and Jens Vecken for commenting. Everybody that's watching this. And we're starting to see a bit more shots. So hopefully we get to see even more of that into the second half. And, of course, a goal.
1 minute and 40 seconds. The possession stays with the Whitecats right now. As I was saying, they lost the possession. Porcelli tries to link that ball in the midfield with Robin. Porcelli will have another chance in the middle. Porcelli plays to Mac. Mac backs to Porcelli, backs again to Mac. Back again to Porcelli. Porcelli trying to find some space in the middle. There was a great ball again. Long ball to Michaela Isavec, and she will have a great chance. Kelly Mosley is free, but the pass was way too strong. But also the referee already called an offside. But there was a great chance right now from the Tornadoes on the last minute of the first half. Almost the first goal here at Ice Level Family Field.
What a pass by Kara Porcelli, and Michaela Svekin did the correct run. Maybe the pass was not the best, but as I was saying earlier today, the grass is a bit wet. The ball will be way more slippery, and so those balls, you have to check the bounce of it. And then, yeah, even if she had done a very good shot or pass, it was going to be ruled offside. But we're seeing, I would say, a bit late into the first half, but still we're seeing the action that we normally get to see from these ladies, from the Tornadoes. So hopefully we get to see more of these actions into the second half.
15 seconds left. And that's going to be it for the first half here. Thanks, everybody. We're going to be coming up with the second half, last second of the half. And that was it. That was the first half. Martin, let's wrap it up, that first half. What did you think about that half?
Yeah, not a lot of sauce for the Tornadoes, only Julian Edelman being in. They had a lot of shots early in the game with about 7, but then after that they started shooting a bit less. They end the first half with 11 shots, but let's see what can they do. I feel like a bit of substitutions would be good for the team, but also shooting more because we're used to these ladies scoring a lot of goals, and let's see if they can do that back again in the second half.
Absolutely. I see you all in 15 minutes. With a pleasure to be commentating here for the second half, the Tornadoes against the Whitecats. See you also. Hello, everybody. Here we are for the second half of the women's soccer team playing here today against the Whitecats from Charlotte, North Carolina. We can see some subs from the Tornadoes. Britton Howell starting right now the second half, and actually that was the only one. So Britton Howell going for Kinley Mosley. Just waiting for the referee now to authorize the second half here. We can see Michaela is vacuum with some tapes as well on her hamstring. Definitely, it's been a tiring season for all of those players, and the second half starts here with the possession of the ball for the Whitecats.
And we see the first sub. Two subs, of course. Julia still stays in the field as well as Brennan. And then from here on, we'll try to see, because I feel like Brennan and Kinley Mosley are two very different players. Both are very good players, but they serve different ways of attacking. So maybe the coach has changed the tactic of how they'll attack. And then here,
Let's see first that play. The ice woman, Mac Edwards, cold, really cold, just waiting for Abby Nunes to collect the ball. She tries that long ball to Olivia. That can be a great chance right now with Zvakan on the left. Zvakan fighting for the ball. She's going for the battle until the end. And she gets the throw in. No, she didn't. It's going to be a goal kick now for the Whitecats. First minutes of the second half. Pretty early to trying to make an analysis right now of what's happening. Definitely we need more minutes to analyze that second half. But it's been interesting to see the Tornadoes. They haven't scored yet on that game. So they have now 45 minutes to try to get the W. Let's see Olivia Guilherme. She tries to shoot it. The ball is going to stay here on the left with Zvakan. Zvakan passes back to Mac. That was not a great pass. Zvakan already playing a lot of games as well. She plays a lot of games, so I don't know if maybe she's been tired, but we can see her with a tape on her hamstring. Maybe she's a little bit sore. Skylar tries to play that ball with Brennan. That's going to be a throwing for the Whitecats. That's what I want to see. I want to see on the second half, Martin. I don't know about you, but more plays on the ground, more passes, more triangulations, and a beautiful football, more beautiful. I think it's both of the teams. They can do that. I don't know why they didn't do that on the first half. Today's not a conference match, so it's time to put the ball on the ground and play some beautiful football.
yeah, and if we've mentioned before, the turf is very, I wouldn't say very slippery, but it is a bit slippery. So they should be doing more passes on the ground. If you do them on the air, the bounce might be a bit weird, but if you do it on the ground, it can go even further than it usually does. And especially we've seen how this team plays. They know how to pass it very well. They should be doing more of that, because they started the game doing that. They started the game passing, going from side to side and attacking if they could. And somehow they stopped doing it for a bit. Now we're seeing exactly what we're expecting them to do. Doing passes, and look how easy it is. Look how nice it is and how great well they are. I leave it back to you, Matez.
Let's say that ball is Zvakan. Zvakan gives a great ball. Robin will have a great chance to shoot, and it goes over the post. Great play, great moment from the Tornadoes, as we were saying, how we expect them to be playing. That's just their heights. So they definitely play like that. They play really tough. They play really good with the ball in the midfield. And that's it. We just saw a good play from the Tornadoes. We've seen Olivia Guilherme already pressing really, really high, as she normally does. Throwing for the Tornadoes. Mac plays really fast. Pass to Olivia, back again to Mac. Olivia with the ball. Olivia, the ball's going to stay with Mac. Mac resets everything right now with Sophia. Sophia passes the ball back to MK. MK has Skylar on the right. MK passes the ball here to Mac. Hit at the player. And then that's going to be a throw in. Mac. Pass to Izvekan. Izvekan. She turns on the pull. She has a great chance on the left. She crossed that low driven ball into the box. That's going to be a corner. That's a great moment for the Tornadoes. You can see the fans right now. They get excited. Also the players on the bench. Had a great chance. Can be a great chance right now for the Tornadoes to score the first goal. Izvekan on the corner. Just waiting for the referee to authorize the play. Izvekan. That's a really great ball in the first post. And again, she will have another chance on a corner. She lets the ball to go out. And that's a corner right now for the Tornadoes. First 5 minutes of the game. Izvekan plays short with Kiara. She tries to shoot it. That's going to be another goal kick. But those first 5 minutes, I would say the Tornadoes, they were playing better than the first half, right, Martin?
Yeah, no, I would say it's very interesting because they started the first half in a similar way of attacking from side to side, but we are seeing a more aggressive side, in the good sense, of course, where they are trying to get the ball and they're passing it more on the ground, which is very, very much needed. But also a very important factor would be we're not seeing a lot of players on either side wearing long sleeves other than Brennan Howell. So maybe we can see if the cold might affect them. It might not. I know definitely for tomorrow's game for the men, it will affect them as more of them come from a very warm place, but it doesn't seem that it'll affect the women. And look at those passes.
Let's see, Brennan Howe on the left didn't have a great touch. That's going to be a throw-in right now for the Whitecats. Yeah, you can see Zvak and Mac, they're playing without the sleeves actually. So definitely, I don't know where they're from, but sometimes that's a fact if they're from up on the north. Definitely that's not code for them. Julia. Boy stays with the Wildcats right now. Porcelli in the middle gets the ball back, tries to play with Olivia. Olivia backs to Porcelli. Porcelli with some space in the middle. Pass the first player. Porcelli getting some space. Try to pass to Olivia. Porcelli gets the ball. Porcelli will have a great chance to shoot it. She gets blocked. Boy stays with Emily. Emily just kicks the ball away. Can be a great chance right now for the Whitecats to link a good counterattack. Number 21, Absalom on the ball. Tries to pass in the middle. That can be a great chance right now. Porcelli was there to get the ball back. MK right now setting up the defense. Gives a bad pass actually. But stays with Absalom. Julia Newman was there. But was going to stay here with Mac. Mac gives a great pass to Julia. Julia resets everything with Sophia. Sophia switches sides to Skylar. Skylar passes the ball in the middle to Olivia. Olivia gets the foul. Can be a great chance right now for the Tornadoes with Abby Noya is already running to take the free kick. 37 minutes and 30 seconds left for the end of the match here. We can see the coach of the Whitecats just talking a little bit with the sideline referee. The head coach Matt Whistler from Virginia. His 11th season at JWU. I'll take the free kick with Abby. That's a great free kick. That can be a great chance to Izvekan. Well done by the keeper of the Whitecats. Robin. Porcelli gets the ball, gets the fight, gets the 50-50 on the midfield. Chiara Porcelli, she wins a lot of those 50-50 battles, which is really important on the team, right, Martino, on midfielder who kind of wins that battles. Let's see that place, but now it's going to go anywhere, but definitely it's important to win those battles in the midfield, to stay more with the ball.
Yeah, no, that's the most important role of the midfielders. You have the defenders obviously defending, you have the attackers trying to put the ball in, but the midfielders, there have to be the connection between both sides, and we saw Chiara Porcelli in that play being able to attack very well, fighting for every ball back in the other team's box. But then once the ball passed the halfway line, she was also there ready to get the ball back, and that's what you need from them. And now we're seeing how the attackers, we see them attack more, but as we were mentioning in the first half, it gets to a stop.
Team Michaela is a vacuum with a cross. She switches sides to Brennan. Brina plays to Skylar. Skylar gives a great pass back to Brina. Brina shoots. It's a great shot. It just crossed the box. Nobody was there to just place it with the head to the back of the net. That's going to be a throw-in right now for the Whitecats. But I would say the Tornadoes, they're playing a better half than they did on the first half. Connecting better passes. Definitely Coach Juan Mascaro, he had a great speech halftime. So I would say the players, they came with a different attitude, mentality as well. They're playing with more composure. Also, Brennan Howell, she went really well on the game. So let's see how it goes. Skylar, what a great netback from Skylar. Pass to Olivia. Olivia tried to play it back to Skylar. Not a really great pass, as we've seen the Whitecats setting it up great on that counter-attack with Kiefer. Kiefer with the ball. Porcelli gets the ball back again, impressively. But Porcelli's everywhere. Brennan trying to get the ball. Porcelli still running forward. Skylar. Skylar gives a great pass to Brennan. Brennan tries that long ball to Michaela. That would have been a great ball, but the ball stays with the Tornadoes. That can be a great chance right now. The bench of the Tornadoes, they're getting excited. Michaela is a vacuum, tries to cross it. Nice moment. Great play from the Tornadoes. Tornadoes getting better, Martin.
Yeah, now we're seeing they kept the momentum. It stopped the momentum in the first half a bit. It hasn't stopped here in the second half. We're seeing a bit more crosses, a bit more shots, not a lot of them, but a bit more shots. I still feel that a substitution might be good, allowing other players to go in, not tiring the starters out. But so far, we're seeing that also on the Johnson and Wales side, their tactic is falling apart a bit.
Let's see right now. Michaela Zavakan with a chance. She casts the ball. She's getting into the box. Zavakan on the left. She has a great chance to cross it. She decides to play back here with Mac. Mac has a lot of space. He puts that ball into the box. Rubbing. Ball staying bouncing it. Again, Mac Edwards playing really good on the left. She gets the ball back. Plays back with Julia. Julia resets everything. Tornadoes putting some pressure over here on the match. Started definitely better the second half. That's how the Tornadoes normally play. They stay a lot with the possession of the ball. And they don't release that ball. They like to have the ball. So they get the ball. They connect some great passes. Let's say that ball to Zavakan. There was a great ball from Julia Niedman. Zavakan, she's going to have space for the 1v1. She passes into the box to Olivia, and the ball goes away. Great moment from the Tornadoes right here. Julia Niedman to Zavakan. Zavakan passes it to Olivia. Olivia had a clear chance. Actually, the ball was coming kind of strong, but great moment. Actually, the Tornadoes definitely, they came way better for the second half. We can see the energy is different also from the bench. Definitely, there was something that the coach with a lot of expertise, Juan Mascaro, passed to those players. I'd say Zavakan again for the 1v1. She kind of put the ball a little bit too strong, too forward. Another goal kick, Martin. Totally different posture and composure and attitude from the players of the Tornadoes, right?
Yeah, no, it's different. Now there's a bit more spaces. Johnson and Will's defense is crumbling a bit. They're not able to sustain the very well structure they had in the first half, and that's allowing the Tornadoes to have more spaces. However, I would say that some of the players are a bit tired, and even though Johnson and Wales is giving a bit of opportunities, the Tornadoes are maybe a bit too tired to make advantage of them because, as we know, they had a game this weekend. They're gonna have an important game on the week, and now a very important foul to Chiara Porcelli. This can be the opportunity they want. We've seen a few crosses from Mac already. Now Abby Nunez is going to be able. But one very important thing, there needs to be someone that goes for the ball because Abby Nunez has been doing some very good crosses. However, there has been no one at the end of them to finish it.
Abby Nunez with a great chance right now on a free kick. 38, 39 yards away from the goal of Allison. Abby Nunez on the ball. Let's see where the ball goes. Abby Nunez, the ball kind of didn't go where she expected to. But the ball stays with Tornadoes here with Zavakan. Zavakan is going to go for the 1v1. Zavakan kind of put the ball a little bit forward. Mac Edwards pressing hard. Throwing right now. And there's a sub coming, number 20, from the Whitecats. Number 20, Jessica Gorman. Going for the number 7.
Mia Townsend.
And we are going for the minute 20 or the second 20? No,
15.
15. I'm not really good at maths, as you guys can see it. That's maybe why I'm calling the games and not doing a math major. But yes, 15 minutes of the second half, 30 minutes to be played. And definitely the Tornadoes are going to a situation where they're getting a little bit frustrated that they're not scoring a goal as they normally do. But those are the moments when a team builds a strong mentality. When things are getting hard, when things are not going how they expect to, that's when they build the right mentality. So I would say definitely that's a good game for the Tornadoes to kind of get that moment that, oh, sometimes in a game it's not going to be how we expect to be. And definitely they're going to be facing some games like that for conference, especially semifinals, quarterfinals. So definitely it's a good test for the Tornadoes. Don't you think that, Martin?
Yeah, as you're saying, this is a very good idea or a good opportunity for them to understand that, hey, we're used to seeing the Tornadoes score a lot of goals, win comfortably a lot of games. But if that doesn't happen, don't get rushed. Don't try to score the goal any chance we have. To take your time. There's still half an hour left in the game, and this as a non-conference game, it really does not affect that much the outcome of the season. But now when the tournament comes or the game against SVU arrives, they have to understand that these are the tests that we're able to see what they're made of.
The Viking fighting for the ball. Ball's gonna stay with Warren. Fleming kick the ball away. Mac Edwards with the throwing. Mac pass here to Porcelli. Porcelli lost the ball. There was a nice tackle from the player of the Whitecats. Mac Edwards gets a good tackle. Always playing really hard. Really solid left back. Freshman Mac Edwards, number 22. Great pass to Rubin. Rubin didn't make a good pass, but the ball stays with Olivia. Michaela Zavak is going to go for the 1v1. Again, a great tackle, and then again, Michaela Rubin pressing hard. We're seeing, actually, impressively, I would say, the players of the Tornadoes, they are having more energy on the second half. Normally, it's like the opposite.
Yeah,
right?
it feels like maybe the halftime talk did actually help inspire them or motivate them a bit more. Because we're seeing them keep the intensity. They started like this the first half, but as the time progressed, they stopped doing with the intensity. But for the second half, they remained the same intensity throughout the whole 15 minutes we've played. Still, I feel that maybe a few subs can be good, but then let's see what the Wildcats can do.
Let's say the Whitecats, they are coming dangerous right now. The ball's going to stay with Abby. But yeah, definitely the last 30 minutes of the game. Just 2 subs so far from the Tornadoes. Coach Juan Mascaro putting his best, all the best that he has on the field. Olivia. Also, that duo, Olivia Guillermo and Brennan Howell, they're really fast players. So definitely, I think that change that Coach Juan Mascaro made was good for the Tornadoes, playing with Brennan and Olivia. That's what we're seeing right now. Brennan fighting for that ball. Olivia already there pressing again. Brennan and Olivia pressing. Ball is going to stay with the Tornadoes with a throw-in. Sometimes Olivia, she bends to the right, and then Rubin becomes kind of the fake striker, the fake 9. That's how we say in football. Skylar posts that ball here to Michaela. Michaela will have a great chance to shoot it! Golazo! Michaela is a vacuum again and again and again and again and again. Always her! The senior number 19, Michaela is a vacuum. Tornadoes 1, Whitecats 0, Martin.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that if you had asked me who was going to score, who was going to break that deadlock, it had to be Michaela Zvek. What a chance, what an opportunity. Great pass through the middle, and of course, if you give her that much space and an opportunity, she's going to be deadly with it, and this is the energy we want from the Tornadoes, going for every ball. We see that fans finally getting hyped. This is exactly what we were waiting for, and now it might be a bit dangerous for the Wildcats because there's 28 minutes left. And I'm pretty sure the Tornadoes will want to score more goals.
Olivia with the ball. Pass to Mac. Mac gets the throwing. Yeah, always win the games. they've been getting hard for the Tornadoes. Michaela Zavakin was there showing her individual skills and talent to kind of break that hard moment, scoring goals. We've seen that actually on the last 3 games, which we've seen that a lot in football. When a game is being hard for both of the teams, sometimes the individual aspect just shows up and changes a game. Let's see, Skylar tries that ball to Olivia. That would have been such a great pass to Olivia, but he hit the player of the Whitecaps. Ball stays with the keeper, Allison. I'd see how the Whitecaps as well, how they're going to be reacting to that goal, because I would say they were not attacking really well. We didn't see Abby Nunes making any important saves, but they were defending really well. I think that's the whole point when you play against this women team of the Tornadoes. It's okay to hold them for a while, but for you to if you consider a goal against the Tornadoes, it's hard to come back. It's really hard to try to come back against the Tornadoes because defensively they are really, really solid. So if you're holding a score and then sometimes the Tornadoes they're getting a little bit antsy with the ball and anxious, maybe you can score a goal on a free kick, set pieces, but you come back after when the Tornadoes score, it's really hard.
Yeah, and as we were saying, it seemed like the formation worked for the Wildcats because they were able to contain people like Michaela Zveka, Brennan Howell, and Kinley Mosley. But the issue was that might only work for a while, but unless you're able to stop them for 90 minutes, once they score, you have to change your tactics. And I don't see the Wildcats' tactics being able to score. As we've seen, Abby Nunez has only had one save in the game, and she's faced 2 shots. And we are seeing now a very dangerous scenario for the Wildcats because we are seeing subs coming for the Tornadoes. So I would say with 26 minutes left, it might be a good game for the Tornadoes.
Katie Barton, number 2, and Natalie DeBella, number 5, getting ready here on the sideline. Brennan gets the ball, passes back to Skylar. Skylar with some space on the right. Try that ball to Olivia. That's going to be a throw-in for the Tornadoes. But yeah, definitely Brennan Howard. She went on the game. She's doing a really great job. That was a great sub from Coach Juan Mascaro. But I don't know if Michaela is vacant right now. Is going to be going out. Actually, that my guess. I think Michaela is vacant is going out, and also Olivia. Let's see. Sometimes in the Bella she plays at right back. Sometimes she plays at left winger, right winger. Also Katie Barton. So definitely they are type of, as we say, a joker player. Can play everywhere. Those two, especially on the flanks. Great pass from Mac to Robin. Robin tries that great ball to Izavakan. Izavakan getting closer to the box. Izavakan pass to Olivia. Olivia will have a great chance to shoot it. Olivia shoots! And that's going to be easy for the keeper. The shot didn't go really strong. And what the bloody hell, sorry for my language, happened over there? That was a ball back to the keeper, but okay, let's skip that part. Let's get back on the game.
Yeah,
because I don't want to say things that I don't want to say. But
for those of you that are not that used to soccer, the goalkeeper can only touch the ball with her hands when either there's a shot from the other side, but she cannot touch the ball when a player from her own team passes the ball or touches the ball with her feet. There are some instances where maybe to rebound, but the referee thought about it, that scenario. But that would have been a dangerous foul. And also, it wasn't a goal at the end, but very good play by Olivia Guillermo because she was hit. That could have been maybe a penalty, but no, she decided to stay on her feet, gave a shot. At the end, it didn't go in, but that's the energy, that's the passion we like to see from the women's team.
Ball's going to stay here with Sofia. Sofia with a lot of space. Decides to kick that ball to Olivia. Great touch by Guillermo. Guillermo sets the ball, gets the ball, passes to Julia. Julia plays here with Mac. A lot of subs that are going to be coming for the Whitecaps as well. Robin gets the ball back. Looks like the Tornadoes, they're going to be scoring more goals here. It's a Vekan. Well marked. Pass to Robin. Robin tries to pass to Porcelli in the middle. Finds Izavakan. Izavakan tries Robin again. And let's go for the subs. Katie Barton And Natalie
Checking in
DeBella
for the Tornadoes, number 2,
is
Katie
vacant
Barton,
coming
number 5,
out for number
Natalie
5,
DeBella.
Natalie DeBella.
And checking in for the Wildcats, number 9,
And also
Ashley
Olivia
Fleming,
Guillermo
number
coming
13,
out.
Michaela Ball, number
So
22, Gina Rumschlag.
we have Natalie DeBella, number 5, playing as a left winger. And Brennan Howell right now playing as a striker. And Katie Barton playing as a right winger. Mac tried to play with DeBella, another throwing for the Tornadoes. Now he's back and getting some rest. Also Olivia Guillermo, who runs a lot all the time, pressing really hard. It might be really tiring for her. Let's see DeBella, her first participation on the game. Well done by Julia. I also likes how Julia plays really well defensively. She is a really strong midfielder. It's tough to pass against her. She has a good physicality. She's strong, use a lot of her body to protect the ball, to steal the ball back. Sometimes when, as we saw actually, Porcelli and Julia, they didn't start today, but when they're playing together on the midfield, I think personally the midfield of the Tornadoes, they get really, really strong defensively. When Carissa is playing, it gets more strong, more on an attack way, more flexible. The midfield gets more tacky basically by overall. Katie passed the ball to Robin. Porcelli fighting for the ball. Well done by Porcelli. Gets the ball back. Pass to Katie Barton on the right. Katie, great ball to Brennan. Back again to Katie. That's going to be maybe a long ball for her. She gets the ball. The referee, let's see what he did. Looks like he called a foul. Yes, he was waiting for the advantage as Katie didn't have it. She gets the free kick. Now at that time, Abby Nunez is not going to take it. It's going to be Skylar, number 33, the senior. He's going to try to put that ball into the box. Julia Niederman going into the box. Katie Barton, Robin, Brennan, DeBella. Not a lot of tall players, but Brennan actually, she scores a lot of goals with her head. Let's see, that's a great ball into the box. Actually, that was not a great ball. I got a vision illusion over here. And the ball goes out. 20 minutes and 30 seconds left for the end of the match here, Martin. I will give you more time to analyze the subs. Katie Barton and DeBella. I think the Whitecats, they're still reacting to the goal that they considered. So let's see that play right now. Porcelli tries to get the ball. She got it. She gives a great pass to Brennan. Brennan tried to play here on the left. But DeBella was not where Brennan thought she was. Well done again by Julia. Julia marks really well. I love it actually. Now the Whitecats, they're going to try that long ball. That's going to be a too strong ball. MK's ball just sees the ball going away. Goal kick for Abby. And you can see the oops, someone is on the floor. Skylar is on the floor right now. Definitely, I would say it's a good time to make a sub. Give her some rest, maybe. Don't try to force it. I think that would be a great decision. Let's see how serious it is. But looks like Coach Juan Masco is going to make a sub. Let's see if he's going to put DeBella back to her originally position as a right back and put someone here playing for the left, on a left winger. Keely Mosley looks like she's going to come back. So yeah, that's what we see right now. Natalie DeBella, she's going to go play now as a right back, and Keely Mosley playing here as a left winger. Now she switches position. Now we're having Brennan Howell playing here on the left. Looks like now the Tornadoes, they're playing with 2 attackers instead of 3. And 4 midfielders. Trying to figure it out how they're going to be shaping up. Kinley. It's a great ball to Katie. Katie, great ball to Julia. Julia resets everything with Sophia. Sophia having a chill game here. She hasn't participated a lot. Also MK, it's been chill for those two. They're just connecting good passes, playing with composure as they normally do. Let's see, Reving trying to get that ball. Also Porchetti getting the second ball. Plays to Brennan. Brennan gets the throw in. No, she doesn't. That's going to be a throw in for the Whitecats. 18 minutes and 30 seconds. Game's going for a time, I would say, after the 15 minutes left. Let's see if more subs are going to be coming. Honestly, I would like to see some different players coming. I mean, 1-0 is a dangerous score. But I would say the Tornadoes, they also have more good players to come in.
Yeah, no, I feel like we're getting into the final 18 minutes, and some of them can be a bit tired, especially players like Chiara Porcelli, Michaela Robin, MK Smoke, and Mac. They've been going back and forth all game, and maybe a bit of a rest would be good. Especially, we've seen the Wildcats' tactics, and they haven't been unable to respond. So maybe giving up an opportunity to other players might help for them. But so far, it's been an interesting opportunity. Kinley Mosley is back, so let's see if she can score. But you already know that Michaela Svekin, very dangerous player, already scored her goal. And I would expect the Tornadoes to score another goal. I don't know how about you, Mateos, but it feels a bit weird with the Tornadoes only winning by one goal.
Yes, absolutely. I would say it's been a tough game. That team of the Whitecats, they're a good team defensively. I don't think the Tornadoes are playing bad or anything like that. It's just been a tough game. I don't know if that goal is going to come. Maybe if the players of the Whitecats, if they get more tired. You never know. I think those last games for the women's, they've been winning by far. Actually, the last two, they won by like one goal of difference or two. Especially Michaela Zavak and breaking like those hard moments when you're having a game that is being tough. The individual aspect sometimes shows up, and then you just win a game. And let's see if the Tornadoes are going to score more. Hopefully they will. We see the Bella just protecting the ball. She gets the goal kick for Abby. What about the subs, Martin?
I feel like Natalie Bella is a very interesting sub because we saw her come in for Michaela Svekin as a left wing, and now we're seeing her as a right back. So having players that are that versatile and can play both attack and defense are very, very valuable. Seeing Kinley Mosley back in the field is very interesting. The coach, of course, wants to keep that threat on the wings. And then finally, Katie Barton, I don't think we've seen much of her, sadly, for the second half, but in general, whenever she has a chance, she's a very, very dangerous player. But overall, I still feel like we can see a few more subs, but as of right now, the subs Coach Juan Mascaro has made, I feel like are the correct ones.
Oh my days.
And yeah, and we can see there Natalie De Bella, very good attacking player, very good defensive player. Let's see from now with Kinley Mosley having the ball.
I was going to say with the Whitecats right now, Brennan Howell trying to press it. Julia gets the ball. Julia plays right now here with a better pass to Mac. Mac with the ball. Really great play as well, Mac Edwards. Impressively freshman. Feels like she's been playing here for years. She didn't feel the pressure of her first year. Coach Juan Master said it, you're going to be my left back. And she got it, and she's been doing a great job here. Robin. Pass to Julia. Julia tries that long ball to Kinley. Kinley press it, and she gets the throwing. Carissa Jenkins, number 18, probably Julia. Also Julia right now coming out. As we saw in the first half, Julia going for Carissa. Now Carissa going on the field.
Number 18, Carissa Jenkins.
But yeah, well, I think when Coach Juan Masco, when he changed those two players between those two players, when he puts Carissa, he wants a more like attacking player on the midfield who can connect good passes. But when he puts Julia, I think he wants more that intensity on the mid when the game's more rusty and the Tornadoes need to mark as well, because Julia, she does a really great job on that, and Carissa, she does a really great job on staying with the ball and connecting good passes. So it's definitely a good headache, uh, I would say, uh, just an expression to have it for Coach Hallmaster to see who is going to play it, Carissa or Julia, as a starter, because they have different styles of playing, but both of them are really great and interesting. Sophia trying to mark it. Sophia gets the throw in. Last 13 minutes of the game here. Interesting game. Beautiful night actually here. Actually, we had some rain, but not for a long. I think it's a nice atmosphere here so far that we're having for that game. Also, thanks for everybody who is watching us. It's really nice to have you all here. Also, here your feedback is really important for us, and it's a pleasure to be here calling those games for all those players with special families, friends. The whole BC Tornadoes community is engaged here to provide the best as we can for the students, the players, and the fans in general. Another free kick right now, really far away. They're gonna try to put that ball more close to the box, sorry, of the Tornadoes, which is being hard so far for the Whitecats. Sophia plays here with Mac. Mac tried to play back with Sophia. The intention was good, not the execution. But she gets the throw in. And I would say after the change, the Tornadoes, they didn't stop attacking, but they definitely decelerated.
Yeah,
if
no,
that
the
word
attacking game
exists.
stopped for a bit. It seemed like we went back to the first half where the emotion or the adrenaline stopped for a bit, and now we're seeing them defend a bit more, but it's like in a weird limbo because they don't have to defend that much either, because we're seeing how the Wildcats are having a hard time being on the Tornado half. So it's getting into a very weird part of the game, but at the same time we know that they might need just one counter attack and they can be very dangerous with Kinley mostly up top, Katie Barton, and Brennan Howell. As right now.
Brennan trying to stay with the ball. Whitecats trying that long shot. Can be a great chance right now for the Whitecats. The game is just 1-0. That can be a great shot. Well done. Well blocked by Sophia. Actually, MK was there to block the shot. That's going to be a corner right now for the Whitecats. Can be a dangerous chance right now. In a corner, everything can happen. 11 minutes left for the end of the match. The Whitecats right now, they're having a great chance. It's time for the Tornadoes to lock in on that play. Let's see the Whitecats right now with number 22, Mary. Mary puts a great ball to the second post. The ball's going to stay alive. Kinley Mosley was there to get away. Actually, I saw the ball on the head of the play of the Whitecats. She just didn't hit it really well. She kind of, I don't know if she was scared to hit it right and like strong. But that was a great cross. It was just a clean cross. Almost the Whitecats got close to score a goal. Let's see, they're still fighting for a corner, and they get another corner. 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Can be a great chance for the Whitecats to tie the game. The Whitecats fans getting excited right now with that corner. The Whitecats, they didn't have a lot of opportunities. That can be a great one to score the tying goal. Let's see that corner. Just waiting for the referee right now. That's going to be a bad corner. Took it. I don't think, maybe she tried the Olympic goal. But it was a bad corner. I wouldn't say, Martin, a team who doesn't have a lot of opportunities, they need to make it better, those chances, right? Take more.
Yeah, no, if you're going to be a defensive team that's trying to attack every now and then, you have to make sure that those little opportunities that you have, they are very effective. And the first cross of the corner was very good. They almost had a header on it, but then the second one wasn't the best, and it seems that it helped more the Tornadoes than it did the Wildcats. But now there's still, I wouldn't say there's a lot of time left, But if anything, if all you need is one opportunity, it can be very, very dangerous for the Tornadoes to think a one goal advantage is going to be enough.
Sophia, well done by Sophia. Right timing of heading the ball. Keely Mosley, she used her body. It's going to be a throw in for the Whitecats. "19 shots against 4 shots from the Whitecats." Definitely a huge difference between the two teams on the shooting aspect. Robin trying to switch sides. It was a great intention. Ball almost stayed with Katie. Katie still fighting for the ball. Nice turn. Well done by Edie. That was a nice and clean turn on Katie Barton. Mac pass to Porcelli. Porcelli to Robin. Robin gives a great ball to Brenna Howard. That's a great ball to Carissa. Carissa, she's really attacking. She tries to shoot it, but it's going to stay with Katie Barton on the right. Katie, she has a girl on her. Katie getting some space. Katie protecting the ball, maybe trying to get a corner. She didn't. That's going to be a goal kick. She brings her hands over her head, getting upset about it. 7 minutes and 50 seconds. The game is going for a tense moment right now, I would say. It looks like controlled by the Tornadoes, but like Martin said here before, 1-0 is a dangerous score. Always a dangerous score. Let's see if the Tornadoes will win that game. One more game. The Tornadoes, again, they haven't tied. They haven't lost a game at all in that season. They always win, which is actually impressive. So let's see if they're going to get another one. Katie tried to play here with Barton, with Brennan, sorry. Another long ball from the Whitecats. Porcelli was there to mark it to guess the ball. Pass to Mac. Mac really tight, really cold with the ball. Plays to Porcelli. Porcelli pass to Robin. Robin tried to play with Brennan, not a great pass as well. Katie, great pass in the middle to Carissa. Carissa Jenkins plays here to Mac. Nice ball. Robin tried to play by her first touch. But stays with Mac again. Nice touch. Nice. Well done by Mac Edwards. She has good controlling with the ball. Porcelli. Porcelli gets a little bit mad against the player number 2 of Gonzalez.
And here comes another opportunity for Abby Nunez. While at the same time, it might seem a bit smarter to just keep the ball. We see that Olivia Guillermo is going to be back in the game, so that might give us the idea that they still want to score another goal, or at least Juan Mascaro is not comfortable with a 1-0 lead.
Abby Nunez. Let's see, Abby on the ball. That can be a great ball. Carissa tries to get that ball on the ad. The ball's going to stay here with the Bella, trying to get at the ball, but it's going to be a throwing right now. And another sub's coming. Guillermo is going to be back on the pitch. Probably Brennan Howell. Yes, Brennan Howell is going to go out for Olivia Guillermo,
Number 8, Olivia Guillermo.
which has a big fan back home, her mom.
Number 29, Libby Parcells.
Always watching the games, always following up on the interviews on Instagram. A big fan, Petro Guillermo. We appreciate your effort and your audience always supporting the Tornadoes those long years. Another throwing, Bella. The Bella tries the long ball. Olivia plays to Carissa. Ball's gonna stay back again with Olivia. Tries to play to Kingsley. Those low driving balls, they have been working. Let's see that play. Almost Olivia had a chance to shoot it. She will have another chance right now. She didn't hit the ball really well. Goal kick for the Whitecats. 5 minutes, Martin. 5 minutes left.
Yeah, no, we saw a similar situation to the goal that happened in Michaela's goal where there was a cross and then their left winger trying to shoot it. However, this time it was blocked. Very well done by the Wildcats defense. But now there's 5 minutes. I'm still a bit surprised that Olivia Guillermo was back in, because I would say it's a bit more intelligent to keep her on the bench, make sure that she's 100% for the next game. But it seems like the coach wants to score another goal, and that's why they're putting Olivia Guillermo in. And at the same time, 4 minutes and 30 seconds left. They haven't done a lot of shots, the Wildcats, with only 4. So it will be a bit interesting to see if there can be more attack or if we're just going to see a good time management by the Tornadoes.
Kinley. Pass to Mac. Mac to Sophia. Sophia resets everything with Abby. Abby doesn't want to play around, just kicks the ball wherever her nose is pointing to. Fleeing. That was a nice turn by Mary. Ball's gonna stay with Porcelli. The Bella was a great moment right now from the Whitecaps, trying to put some pressure by the end. It's now or never for them, so they're throwing everything they can, all the players. The famous static, all in the attack. Let's see that ball bouncing it. The Bella, MK, the really experienced player. Three minutes left. Now it's definitely time for the Tornadoes to mark it, to get the W. It's going to be an easy ball right now. But then the referee called a foul, right? Yep. That was a foul, so definitely a great moment right now for the Whitecats. I would say they need to.
And yeah, with less than 3 minutes left, it might not be very absurd to see the keeper going in. It's not coming in this case, but yeah, this is a very important opportunity for the Wildcats.
Let's see, that free kick can be a great chance for the Whitecaps to tie that game. How unbelievable that would be. Let's see the Whitecats. That's a nice free kick. The ball's going to stay here on the right. We've seen Kinley mostly marking really hard. Kinley, let's see if the referee's going to call a foul. The referee called again a foul. Kinley Mosley gets really upset against the referee. The Whitecats, they're not taking any, they don't care about what the referee called right now. If good for them, they're going to take it, and that's going to be a good free kick again. Trying to find from here who is taking it. Number 2 on the ball, Gonzalez will have a great chance on a free kick. We see Abby Nunez setting up the ball. Gonzalez, she puts that ball into the box. That's a great headed. Abby Nunez was there to collect it. Martin.
Yeah, no, what a very good cross by Gonzalez and a good header. It wasn't a bad header, but Abby Nunez is going to be there ready to protect the Tornado goal. But as we mentioned several times, a 1-0 lead is a very dangerous one. This is a non-conference game, so it doesn't affect them that much. But when the tournament comes, we're going to see these type of results more often. We're going to see a 1-0 lead instead of the several goal leads that they normally get. And it's important that they have, I would say, a better time management, understanding that it's okay to keep the ball, keeping the passes, and so on. But it was a very dangerous opportunity for the Wildcats. Only had 5 shots, but with a 1-0 advantage, it's very, very hard. A simple mistake can cause very hard in these instances.
1 minute left in the second half.
1 minute left. Now the Tornadoes, they get a really good free kick to kind of waste a little bit of the time. Abby Nunez is going to take her time smartly.
And that's exactly what you need to do. Make sure, keep the clock running. Normally, I would expect the referee to stop the clock. The referee is not doing that and so on. The Tornadoes have been able to effectively waste 20 seconds with a very good kick by Abby Nunez, hopefully passing as it is.
Let's see Katy Burton right now fighting for that ball on the right. She's going to get the corner.
And now
25 seconds, the last chance of the game. And I'm going to call it. The Tornadoes won already. Let's see if they're going to win by 2 or by 1 goal of difference. Let's see. Looks like Robin. 10 seconds. Rambi's going to take that corner. Can be the second goal for the Tornadoes. That's an Olympic goal. Oh, my days. Goal! My days! That was Olympic goal! Michaela Rubin the goal! Tornadoes 2! Whitecats 0, Martin!
I don't know if you said at the end that the Tornadoes had won 1-0, but what a goal. I would say that's the great spirit of the Tornadoes. It was the last play, still 10 seconds. The ball is still in play, so you have to play it. Great goal by Michaela Robin. I'm still shocked because normally you curve it inside when you try to score an Olympic goal. She was curved outside, but still was able to score. Magnificent goal from the Tornadoes. What a way to end this amazing game. Not exactly the best game for the Tornadoes, but two very good goals. One by Michaela Svekan and one by Michaela Rubin. And we see the Tornadoes winning 2-0 ahead of a very important game against SVU.
Thanks everybody for your audience. Martin, it was a big pleasure to have you here. And thanks everybody. We're going to see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. The men's soccer team, they're going to be playing as a simulcast. You guys are going to be able to watch it in Portuguese and in English. Ryan is going to be calling in English and myself in Portuguese tomorrow at 7 p.m. I'll see you all there. And again, thank you so much for today. Great victory by the Tornadoes. Tornadoes 2, Whitecats 0.